There are some massive destructions that is currently happening all around the world. And it just seems like we're getting super close to the end times. Every single day I wake up and there's just something crazy happening. Just take a look at this volcano right here. This is basically what's going on in Indonesia. A massive volcano that just erupted on July 7th. Incredible, to be honest. I wouldn't really stand any close to this thing. Now, this is not it, because the entire world is currently going through massive destruction. It's not just Americans, it's not just Europeans, it's all over the world. Everyone has started facing some sort of volcano eruption and incredible magnitudes of earthquakes, as well as tsunami warnings and all of these things, crazy things that's happening all around the world. And this month, July, just started off with a massive destruction that just happened in Germany. Take a look at this footage right here. On July 1st, 2025, that's when the whole destruction period started. And Germany is flooded with ice storms as well as flood, both together, and this happened on July 1st. After that, we also had New Mexico, which also saw a massive flood that was taking place. And this is basically how dangerous the flood was. Like, the houses were just getting swept like as if it was built in the ocean. So that's how crazy it is.
Oh my God.
Look at this stuff. And this footage right here is from July 6, 2025. And apparently this is what's happening all over Indonesia. And there's also flood going on currently as we speak, as we're making this video. There are massive floods, and also something crazy just happened in Indonesia, which is a 7.5 magnitude of earthquake that is said to be arising. And along with that, there's also volcano eruption that is also started. And after that, take a look at this in France on July 7th. The whole mountains, the city started burning down, and this is basically what it looks like. These things are happening one after the other straight away. And then in China, there's actually a device, like an ancient device that the Chinese people used to have back in those times, which is used in order to know as a warning before any massive earthquake comes. And apparently this is like a very tiny pond that these Chinese people have from a very ancient times. And I don't know how this thing works, but apparently it's supposed to vibrate in such a way that anytime there's a future earthquake that's going to be coming or it's starting, it basically gives you a massive warning by just boiling up for some reason. I don't know how this works, but this is what's happening right now. The Chinese ancient engineering, which can predict earthquakes. Now, this happens at the coast of China, which means that Japan is going to have the largest earthquake in their history that has ever happened before. Now, I don't know if you guys have seen this movie called 2012. There was massive destruction, man. In that movie, it just looks super unreal. And there was also the very similar kind of an earthquake that happened in Japan, I think in 2011 or something. I'm not really sure on which year that Japan had to face the massive, destruction. But as of now, it is said that whatever is happening right now, the kind of earthquake and tsunami as well as volcanic eruption that's going to be happening right now is said to be the largest that they have ever seen in history. And if that was not enough already, we've actually got a massive volcano that is currently erupting underwater in the Pacific Northwest all the way close to Oregon in the United States. And it seems like they've already given massive warnings out there for people to evacuate, because there could be something crazy happening right now, because there are so many things happening right now all across the world, and nobody seems to know why all of these things are happening all at the same time. Now, obviously, if you're a Christian, if you know some of the scriptures, you obviously know where all of these things are referring to. And also in Yellowstone, it seems like all the animals started migrating from Yellowstone out of nowhere. And all the officials were really shocked, because first it was the mountain lions, and then it was the elephants, the bears, the bisons, and basically now it seems like all the animals are just migrating out of Yellowstone because something terrifying was about to start in Yellowstone. And right now, they've just recorded that there is a massive super volcano that has just begun, and nobody knows on when exactly it's going to be erupting, but people have already started evacuating Yellowstone because there is a massive destruction that's going to be happening any moment right now. You guys need to take a look at this stuff.
All the animals are currently leaving Yellowstone National Park. Now,
We know that animals always can sense things ahead of time. Weather events, things like this. Something big is coming near Yellowstone. All the animals are migrating. Lots of animals migrating to different locations. They know that something is up. A lot of strange things have been happening, guys. Let us know what you think is going on.
Also, take a look at this
Look what's
footage right
happening
here.
in Yellowstone right now.
So this right here is the volcano that is like slowly starting to erupt in Yellowstone.
This was recorded by a tour guide that has been there for over 6 seasons and has never seen anything like this before. Wow. Now, I don't know if you guys know this or not.
So is it like just breaking out of the floor itself? Like it's not even like a volcanic eruption site. It's just breaking out of the floor. We never know. A volcano could be erupting anywhere in Yellowstone.
But Yellowstone is home to a super volcano. And for the past week or so, flocks and flocks of animals have been leaving Yellowstone Park. Now, I'm certainly not trying to purport any sort of fear here, but
wow,
nature
look at all
always
those
gives
bisons,
warning signs. And this is a warning sign. If you live in or around Yellowstone, I would heed nature's warning. Peace and love.
Like, have you ever wondered how amazing it is that all these animals, they just naturally know that something is about to happen. They could just simply sense that world is in danger and they just need to leave. I probably think that, you know, it's God kind of like communicating with these animals. They kind of just have the senses, which we humans don't. And it's probably because we ate the cursed apple, due to which we know what's good and wrong, and God doesn't intervene or God doesn't protect us. So, you know, it just feels like these animals and other beings are just one with the nature. So they just communicate with each other in a more spiritual manner. So they kind of just feel on whether or not if something is good, something is going wrong. But then we humans can't, because we just split ourselves from the nature, from the original creation, which God created us from, because of Adam and Eve, the first thing that happened in the garden, because they ate the apple, due to which we probably got the curse of like getting detached from the nature itself. So that is probably why we don't sense it. But then all of these animals, from birds and every single being on earth, is able to sense, and they've just left Yellowstone right now, and all the animals have just migrated all at the same time. And that's just crazy how the nature really communicates with each other, and we humans are just left out. And as of now, there is a massive warning that has just been given to Alaska, and this seems to be extremely dangerous because the magnitude that we are getting is like 7.3, and that's just crazy. I think this is going to be one of the biggest that Alaska has ever seen. Look at this stuff.
Within the next 10 minutes, at least around Sandpoint. So hopefully everybody in Sandpoint has moved to higher ground. If you're in that area, please get to higher ground. Move now. Tsunami that within the next 10 minutes.
So it seems like it's about to hit. There's massive earthquake and tsunamis and all this stuff. Everything is coming towards Alaska. So if you're someone that lives in a nearby location, I think it's going to be safe that you guys get to a higher ground and stay safe as long as possible, because I think you need to act fast, because that's first what we know. A 7.3 magnitude, that's just massive, man. And also take a look at what just happened in Italy at the same moment just a few hours ago. It seems like a massive
new video showing Italy's Stromboli volcano erupting, sending up clouds of ash.
Just erupted in Italy.
Volcano spewing those dark clouds while the volcano produced flashes of volcanic lightning. The Stromboli volcano started erupting on Sunday. It's located off the coast of Sicily.
That's
Officials
crazy.
say the intense explosive activity started happening before a larger explosion occurred in the crater. The volcano has also triggered an earthquake and a tsunami.
Wow. Oh, wow.
Incredible.
Earthquake, tsunami, volcano, all at the same time in Italy and Sicily. And this right here is one of the footage that I came across in Guatemala, what just happened like yesterday. And it's just mind-blowing to see that the earth just split in half, literally in half. And this is basically what it looks like currently in Guatemala. And just seeing, look at this stuff. It's just split in half, like the entire road streets, man. That's exactly what I can picture. Just take a look at how fast Texas just got flooded. Look at this stuff. There was no sirens, no alerts, nothing. This randomly just happened. This was like a perfectly fine city, right? Everything looks perfect. And out of nowhere, within just an hour, this whole thing just got flooded in. People couldn't even react. That's how fast it was in Italy, as well as in Texas. And all over the place around the world. And this is not AI. This is like real footage right here. And this is basically what it looks like. Look at it. Look at everything. Isn't that just looking like it's the work of God? The nature itself going against us. That is insane. Look at the size of this thing, man. How could something like this happen within just an hour? Because all of this thing just got filled up in just an hour's time. That's just insane. Now, I really want you guys to go ahead and pay attention to this video right here, because it is the perfect explanation of what's really going on right now in our world. So I really want you guys to go ahead and take a look at this.
Next thing to happen is the rapture, followed by the judgment seat of Christ. Then we, the church, will go to the marriage supper of the Lamb. Those who do not make this are going to meet the Antichrist. He's coming here. This is the 7-year tribulation. As soon as we're leaving, you should be grieving if you're not going with us. The Antichrist is here. You will take his mark and his number, or have your head cut off. I'll talk about this more in a minute. This is the first 3.5 years. This is called the tribulation in Scripture. This is called the Great Tribulation because it's far worse than here. Here is 1,000 years. When this 7 years is over, all of the bride of Christ will come here, and we will rule and reign with Christ 1,000 years. At the end of 1,000 years will be the great white throne judgment. God will go and bring every person who is in hell a place of waiting and bring you right here. Here's where the Bible says people will be weeping and wailing and gnashing their teeth. Why? Because they know they're coming to be formally sentenced. It is appointed unto man once to die, and then the judgment. The righteous undergo judgment here. The unrighteous go to judgment here. Why are they weeping and wailing and gnashing of teeth?
Oh, so you go from hell to like the great white throne judgment hall?
Because they're coming to be formally sentenced to go straight back to the lake of fire.
Oh.
And they're going to spend eternity here because they didn't receive Jesus Christ. After that 1,000 years is over, Satan is going to be released from the pit.
Oh.
The earth is going to be burned with fire. Those of you looking for global warming, here it is. And then there's the new heaven and the new earth. God is going to create the Garden of Eden, and we will have completed a 7,000-year trip from the Garden of Eden to here. And eternity will begin, and time will be no more.
Reset, right? Oh, no more? Yeah, definitely. Yeah, I think the Bible actually says that there will be no time, and in the world of God, there is actually no time. There's only time in where He created us. So this basically means that after like the entire reset, there's going to be a world where there's going to be no time. We're just going to exist forever. That's crazy. That's a really good thing to hope for. Now, I want to show this to you guys because I think it's extremely important as to what's happening right now. Now, in the Bible, it actually says that the signs before the second coming of Christ, before Jesus comes back, there are going to be like massive signs that we will see on earth. One of those signs are going to be wars and rumors of wars, which has already happened. There's massive wars going on all across the world. There's also rumors of wars going on. And all of these things, whereas nations are going to be rising against nations and kingdoms against kingdoms. And, you know, we will be seeing all of those things. And obviously, we already have seen this stuff. And after that, God has also said in the Bible, and this goes on according to the plan, like it's an order that follows. So first is wars and rumors of wars, which I think we've already passed that one. And second is going to be famines, pestilence, and earthquakes. And as we have seen, there's massive earthquakes, volcanic eruptions, eruptions and all these things that's happening around the world. And these are the things that was mentioned in Matthew chapter 24, verse 7, which basically states about the global disaster, both natural as well as man-made. Now, keep this in mind because there is a project called the Project HARP, which the government has already orchestrated about this whole stuff, that they have the power in order to create man-made disasters. Now, obviously, if you want to know full details about that stuff, you should go ahead and research the Project HARP, then you'll actually know what I'm talking about. Now, after all of these things happens is when the false Christ and deceivers will start rising up. For many shall come in my name, saying that I am Christ, and shall deceive many. People claiming to be Christ or spiritual saviors will start appearing from all over the world. And the fourth one is going to be wickedness will increase. And because inequality shall abound, the love for many shall wax cold. So moral decay and spiritual coldness will start happening all around the world, because this is not something that people will generally turn to automatically out of nowhere. And this thing is actually going to happen because there will be a lot of inequality around the world. So there are going to be many bad things happening, due to which it's going to make people become more cold-hearted, and they're just going to turn into bad people. Now, after that comes gospel will be preached all over the world. I think it's already starting at this point. You know, many people, including myself, I used to do video game videos, and right now I'm making videos that basically preaches about God and the gospels, right? So it seems like you will start hearing the gospel of the kingdom shall be preached in all worlds for a witness unto all nations, and then shall come the end. So it seems like, you know, people will get many chances in order to hear the word of God. Like, for example, you're watching these videos, you used to watch my video games, and I used to post videos on gaming content, funny stuff, and all that stuff. You know, right now, it seems like you're getting to hear more gospel content. So that's basically how it works. So you're going to start hearing this and watching all of these things happen more in mass numbers. And it seems like we have not yet reached that stage yet, but that day is also coming very soon. And after that is going to be heavenly signs, where sun, moon, and stars. And then there shall be signs in the sun, and the moon, and the stars. And the sun shall be turned into darkness, and the moon into blood. And there will also be possible eclipses, meteor showers, or cosmic disturbances. And this is something we've already seen, and it's happening right now. We have seen moon turning red. We know all these things are happening. And after that is going to be the rise of Antichrist. Now, this is where, you know, Antichrist is going to come into power, and all the bad things are going to start. So I just think at this point, we are starting to enter the final end times, the end period. There is nothing we can do as of now. It's just a show that we need to sit down, watch, and just God work his way through. And if you are a believer, if you are someone that has stayed true and followed God, then I think you have nothing to worry about. But if you're not, if you're just getting to know these things, I think you should definitely go ahead, spend your time reading this book. There is a lot of things that's happening around the world that is fully recorded in this book, and I'm sure that you guys are definitely going to get a lot more answers and information about everything that's happening around the world right now in the Holy Book of Bible. So I really suggest every single one of you guys, it doesn't matter which religion or which country you're in, just give it a shot, because you've never done it. So I really suggest every single one of you guys to go ahead, give this a shot, and let me know if you're not really convinced on whether or not if this is true. Because I am pretty sure that if you genuinely go ahead, if you genuinely give your time and sit down and want to know what's in the scriptures, you will definitely find out that these things are indeed real, and everything you've known so far is absolutely false. And that's the one conclusion I came to myself after I've given my time in order to know the truth. And I think you should do that as well. And I know many people are definitely not going to believe it, but at the end of the day, God also knows that not everyone's going to be saved. So I really hope that you guys go ahead and share this video with as many people as you possibly can, so more people can get the message. And if you can't share with many people, then the best thing you can do is simply just drop a like on this video, and also leave a comment. That way the YouTube algorithm just picks up the video and starts pushing it to more people, because if there are more likes and more comments in the video, this means reason the algorithm thinks that this video should be shown to more people. So your tiny support is going to make a lot of difference. A lot of people are going to get to see this video just because you guys did the very tiny thing that could help the algorithm boost and suggest this video to many people. So with that being said, I would love to hear what do you guys have to say about everything that's going on in the world down below in the comments. And if you guys want to stay tuned with more updates on what's happening around the world and me just explaining it in the most easiest form as possible, then make sure to go ahead, subscribe to the channel, turn the notifications on. And with that being said, I will see you guys on the next one. Until then, take it easy, fams, and goodbye.